If you're an OG to this channel, you know that I used to do tarot card readings. I still love tarot. I still love astrology, and I still love talking about zodiacs. And I've been wanting to do this video for years now. I love those videos where people match up zodiac signs to like Disney characters, and I wanted to make my own. The only difference is my video is going to be a little messy. It's not going to be very organized because I hate when people make these videos and they use one character for each zodiac so they don't like double up on them. But like some of them I'm going to recycle and use for more than one zodiac. And I'm going to use a lot of characters for one zodiac so you can get like an idea if it's like a female or a male. And a lot of the characters don't have personalities. So like Prince Eric in Little Mermaid, like, does he even have a personality? Or Prince Charming? Oh, I might not touch bases on your favorite movie or your favorite characters, but please feel free to, jot any down. You could put a whole list of all 12 zodiacs and put which ones you think. Because when I watch those videos, I'm always yelling in the background, that's a horrible pick. You should have picked this one instead. Or, you can use Little Mermaid for a lot of different zodiacs, which I do. To go off of zodiacs, how I perceive zodiacs, and not like what the zodiac books say, like, oh, Tauruses are stubborn. I love Tauruses. I don't find them stubborn at all. So this is just my rendition of what I would pick for each zodiac sign. I have recorded this first part 4 times because I don't know how to word this correctly. But first up, we have our Aries. And our Aries are the first zodiac sign ever to, touch the planet. So their emotions are a little rough. They go from 0 to 60 extremely fast. There are 2 a-holes of the zodiac. Well, there's more than 2 a-holes. There's a lot of a-holes in the zodiac. But 2 main a-holes are going to be Aries and Aquarius. So just remember the 2 A's. They're going to say anything to hurt your feelings. They're going to be the meanest zodiacs. I'm sorry. So what we have is for the men, we have the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, because we see him go from 0 to 60 the whole time with Belle. Even though he has a kind heart and he has good intentions, his temper, is pretty bad. The first character I thought of when I thought of Aries was Hades. I can't talk. No, when he gets so mad and his hair is fire and it goes from 0 to 60. Okay, we got Beast and Hades for the men for Aries. And for the females, Meg from also Hercules. You know how she gives no fucks about anything. Okay, so we got Megra, and I'm going to go with Tinkerbell because Tinkerbell is extremely bitchy. She's only nice to Peter Pan, but doesn't she try to kill everybody else? Okay, next up we have our Tauruses. So our Tauruses, I think the men and women have kind of like the same vibes. The women of Tauruses are very nurturing. They're very motherly. They're earth signs. They're very grounded. They're all about family. They're always going to take care of you, look out for you, nurture. So when it comes to a Taurus female, I have a whiteboard over here that I wrote everything down. I get Cinderella vibes because Cinderella was always cleaning. She was always taking care of the little mice and making them clothes. She was always cleaning, cooking, making sure everyone was taken care of. So I have Cinderella. Wendy from Peter Pan. She was like the mother for the Lost Boys. She was taking care of them, reading them books. That's very Taurus energy. They're very motherly, nurturing. We got Maribel. Maribel from, is that her name? From Encanto. She was always worried about the family. She's worried about the house. She's worried about everyone. That's how Tauruses are. They love their family. They're not going to care about themselves first. They're going to care about their loved ones. And we got Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast because she's Mrs. Potts. She's taking care of everybody. For the men, we have Mufasa and Simba because the men are like the same kind of energy, just a father figure. They're those men that are in the military, are police officers. They're the ones, a firefighter. They're the ones that take they're just manly men that are taking care of the family. They're all about family. And they're really fun having conversations with Taurus. They never have boring conversations. They have a lot of hobbies and interests. So I have Simba, Mufasa, Robin Hood, because Robin Hood was taking care of everyone, just like Mufasa and Simba. They were kings. They're taking care of everybody. Robin Hood was stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, taking care of the community. And Hercules. Hercules knew he was, supposed to be something bigger and better and help others. Taurus are just one of my favorite zodiacs because they're very ambitious, and their ambition is coming from protecting and helping people they love. It's not selfish. If you want to marry anyone, I always say this, a Taurus woman is going to be the best wife and a Taurus man is going to be the best husband. In my opinion, I'm trying to find me a Taurus man. Next up, we have our Geminis. Now, I'm going to do what normal people do with Geminis and do the split personality thing because I don't know that many Geminis. And I don't want to say all Geminis suck because I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure there's good Geminis. But all the Geminis I've met have been rude, and the main Gemini I ever met was physically abusive to me for many years. So I'm not going to put that on Geminis. I just don't know enough about them that I'm just going to go with the split personality trait. So we have Woody from Toy Story, because Woody is like, he's all jealous of Buzz Lightyear, but it comes off very two-faced because sometimes he's nice to him, but sometimes he's jealous of him. And then we have the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. He's very two-faced because he's like nice 1 second, mean the next second. We got Tinkerbell again because Tinkerbell, she's really bitchy. She plays nice, but she's really jealous of everybody. And then we have Ursula. Remember, she pretends like she's your friend and she's all, this one wants to beat dinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Like she pretends like she's your friend, but she's really just trying to scheme you. So I did do the split personalities with Gemini because I don't know enough about them. We have our first water sign, our Cancers. So all water signs are extremely emotional, but Cancers are the first water sign. So they're very emotionally confused. They're going to be more emotional because they don't know really what to do with their emotions. So for what I got with our Cancers is I got Winnie the Pooh, because I kind of just wanted to add Winnie the Pooh for something. And he's, he's sweet. He's a little boring. We got Cogsworth, the clock, because a lot of them sometimes like to learn about like history. I know a lot of Cancers, some like antiques. They like to learn about stuff back in the day. They like knowledge. I also have Elsa. I picked Elsa because she's very moody and depressed all the time. I also got Pocahontas. She takes everything seriously, really depressed all the time. They're like, I guess I do know a happy, fun Cancer. I don't know. I've never seen them like upbeat and like, I don't know. They're usually extremely serious. Next up, we have our Leos. Now, it's going to sound like I hate Leos, but I truly love Leos. It's just that I have a weird way to explain Leos. So Leos remind me of a narcissist in the best way, because most narcissists we come in contact with nowadays aren't the narcissist I'm talking about. A covert narcissist is what we're used to nowadays. It's someone that usually is extremely jealous, insecure, doesn't care about their physical appearance. Normally they're depressed, overweight, unkempt, like to play victim. That's a covert narcissist. We see those all around nowadays. But the traditional narcissists, they're usually very good looking. They're a little too confident. They like to be in social settings. They like to have the party around them. They like to be out in public. They care about their hair. Leos love their hair. It's all about having beautiful long hair. They're not always the life of the party, but they want the party to be brought to them. They're extremely confident. And if you ever date a Leo, or if you're best friends with a Leo, sometimes that confidence rubs off on you. They get you out of your comfort zone. They make you go out a lot more if you're introverted. So for the male, now this is in the best way, but I have Gaston in the best way. Let's think of Gaston without him being the villain of Beauty and the Beast. One, he's goddamn sexy, okay? Come on. He has like blue eyes, long dark hair. He's handsome. And he wants to be with the hottest girl in town. And he sees that she got captured by a beast and wants to save her from the beast. Like, how's that a bad guy? Like, he's not technically a bad guy. He's just confident and a good looking man. Like, that's not a... I dated a Leo once, and he was begging me to date him for 3 years. Like, just like Gaston, they don't give up. I also have Buzz Lightyear down because, you know, Buzz Lightyear, he's a little cocky. He's a little confident in himself. I have Hercules on here, but I'm not really sure if Hercules would be a Leo, but I put him on there just because he's beautiful with long hair. And for the women, I have Rapunzel because Leos are all about their hair. Like they think it's their personality. So Rapunzel has her long hair and she just wants to get out and have a night on the town. And that's all Leos care about. They just want to go out and party. And then we have Princess Jasmine, who's obviously the hottest princess. And she's obviously a Leo with her long, beautiful hair and her little crop top. All she wants to do is get out of the castle and go let loose and be like, Next up is we have our Virgos. Our Virgos' brains are sponges. They crave knowledge, and everything they read or learn, they memorize. It's like genius. I don't know how they do it. They're also not very judgmental, which I love. I'm extremely judgmental. I try not to be, but for the females, I got Belle from Beauty and the Beast because you know that girl's always reading, trying to find out more information. I also got Jane from Tarzan, because she also was just full of knowledge. And Belle and Jane aren't very judgmental. I mean, she was hanging out with a naked guy. Well, I guess I would hang out with a naked guy too. But Belle was hanging out with a beast. And for Virgo men, I came up with Merlin from Sword in the Stone. And I wrote beside it, organized in his thoughts, disorganized in his space. Because his space was so cluttered, but he knew where everything was. Next up, we have our Libras. I do love me some Libras. They're the biggest flirts of the zodiacs. And I don't mean like they're slutty. I mean, if they can't help it, they don't know they're doing it. If you are married to one, they're always flirting with the waiter or waitress or the person at the register. And they don't know they're doing it. They can do it to the same sex. They're just flirtatious beings. So I got Flynn Rider from Rapunzel because he is such a flirt. We got Jessica Rabbit because she's playing patty cake with about everybody. We got Jasmine because she's very flirty and sexy. And we also have Robin Hood because he was also a huge flirt. Next, we have our Scorpions. Scorpio, okay, this is besides the point, but I think a lot of zodiacs' personality has a play in what season they were born. Like an Aquarius, it's cold during that time, and they're usually cold to people. They're not the nicest. Like Pisces and Taurus are usually happy-go-lucky and cheerful, and we were born in spring. I connect so much to spring. But I think like Scorpios are the best version of showing this because they're all little spooky vibes. They all have like a little hidden goth. They're all like mysterious, sexual, not all of them, but you know, they're very like, you know, have little, not creepy like they're creeps, but you know, they have a little spooky goth in them. Since they were born around Halloween, I guess it's just in their blood. For the men, I have Jack Skellington because obviously he's a little spooky boy. I also got Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. No. Because if you're hiding in the walls, you're kind of creepy. And then for our female Scorpions, we have Maleficent, obviously. I put Snow White on there because, come on, with that pale face and the dark red lipstick, you know she's a little goth. And then we have Corpse Bride because she's very into romance and she wants to, and a lot of Scorpios are about romance and finding the partner. So she's all about that. And she's a little spooky, obviously. And then lastly, we have Mother Gothel from Rapunzel. My mom's a Scorpion. She acts just like her. She tells us we're all fat. Next up, we have our Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is the zodiac that I usually know the least about, but I'm learning more about them. I feel like they're a lot like Leo, but without all the vanity. They're very ambitious. They're very social. They're very adventurous. So for Sag men, I have Hercules because he can go the distance. He was very, all about being ambitious and adventurous. Peter Pan, we have Aladdin. He always wanted to be more. He knew he could be more. Tiana from that Frog movie. Like she was all about like, I'm almost there. And she was working. She was getting shit done. Rapunzel always wanted to get out of the tower and, be out in the open and become more. Same with Ariel from Little Mermaid. She wanted to get out of the ocean. She wanted to do more. They're very adventurous. They're very ambitious. All right, next up we have our Capricorn. I'm always a little hard on Capricorns because I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Pisces, but I have Capricorn in my chart. So I'm double Pisces and Capricorn. And my Capricorn traits I hate. And it makes me so mad. First, let me start off by saying that I think that Capricorn men and Capricorn women are completely different. Capricorn women we'll get into, but Capricorn men are just funny. I think that's their main trait, is they're just funny and easygoing. So for the Capricorn men, I came up with Robin Hood because Robin Hood is joking around the whole time. He doesn't take anything too seriously. He goes with the flow. And then I also got Kristoff. Yeah, Kristoff from Frozen because he's also very laid back, go with the flow, funny kind of guy. But then with the Capricorn women, it's a little different because there's a lot of different traits Capricorn women may possess. One is they might be a huge tomboy, and that's what I have. I have the tomboy trait. And we look at women and they'll be so beautiful in their pink dress or their pink skirt, and we're like, oh, I wish I can look. And then we put on a pink dress or a pink skirt, and we can't. We have to put sweats under it because we don't want to feel like a pansy. I want to be feminine so bad, but anytime I try to be feminine, I feel like a pansy because deep down, I'm a tomboy because that Capricorn in me tells me you can't wear lace. You can't wear lace. You can't wear pink. What, you're going to wear a dress? You're going to be everyone's going to make fun of you wearing it. Why are you going to wear a dress? So for Capricorn women, we got Luisa from Encanto. Pressure like a drip, 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 that never stop. Whoa, pressure. I don't know the song. We got the little girl from Wreck-It Ralph. What's her name? Vanellope? Anyway, the girl from Wreck-It Ralph. I love her. She's adorable. I should do it for Halloween one year. And then we got the girl from Brave. I don't know her name either. The Brave girl. And then we got Mulan. Are you picking up what I'm laying down? They're all tomboys. Because, Capricorn women, we be tomboys. We try to be feminine, but we can't. We try. My pillows are so messed up. But next up, we have Aquarius. I've never met a nice Aquarius, so we'll be fast with Aquarius. I don't know much about them, except they usually don't have a sense of humor. They take themselves too seriously. They're not very nice. So we're going to do Megra, because she gives no fucks about anybody. Tinkerbell gives no fucks about anyone. Woody, he's jealous of everybody. He has ego issues. And the Beast, same issue. So that's Aquarius. Last but not least, our Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so I'm going to take forever to talk about Pisces because I love Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, we're 50% introverted, but 50% extroverted. We like being in our bubble. We like, just being alone. But once we're out, we're the life of the party. We are adventurous. We do want to see the world. We're daydreamers. We're always daydreaming. We can see through bullshit, so we can always see through veils. We're the oldest sign of the zodiac, so we are the smartest. And since we are a water sign, we are very in touch with our emotions. We understand emotions. Yes, we're very emotional, but that doesn't mean we're not smart in our emotions. We know how to use our emotions. We're very creative. We're very artsy. If you're a Pisces, you're probably a writer. You probably you like music. You're probably into instruments. You probably draw. You probably are into photography. You're into something creative. We're funny. We're adventurous. We're a lot like Leos and Sag, but without I don't know. I was going to say without the vanity, but we are very pretty. Pisces are extremely pretty, and we are about vanity, but we peacock. We would never be a basic bitch. We're never going to buy Uggs and wear what everyone's wearing. We're going to put on our favorite thing. We're going to look very eclectic. We think we blend in, but we don't. We're peacocking. We look really stupid. Now, I have a lot of characters written down for Pisces because, like, Disney movies already have that trope where they use the same storyline where wherever you're born, you feel like you don't fit in and you're supposed to go somewhere better and not what your parents want you to do, but you're supposed to, you know, go out and find something else. Well, a lot of people are done with that trope, but that one totally fits with me. As a Pisces, like what I was told as a child, I'm like, this isn't right. I want to do this instead. So I feel like a lot of the characters do relate with Pisces. So we have Ariel, the little mermaid. She was supposed to be in the ocean. Her dad said, stay here and swim. And she's like, no, but look at all these wonderful things. And she's in the clouds and she wants to be with the humans. Alice in Wonderland. She's literally dreaming of this land. This is literally what Pisces do. We daydream about the world we want to live in. It's usually a weird, wacky, creative land we want to live in. Rapunzel, she just wanted to get out of the tower. She was so creative. She was sitting in her tower, drawing, baking. She was so creative and she just wanted to get out in the world. Moana, she's literally like a water sign. She just wanted to go out in the ocean. If you're a water sign, especially a Pisces, we're all about the water. We feel at home once we're in the water. It's just crazy. Like, she's really perfect. And for our male Pisces, I've dated a lot of male Pisces and they are the same as female Pisces. We are all very creative. I got Maurice from Beauty and the Beast, Belle's father, because he was an inventor. He was always making stuff. We got Hercules. He was someone else with a kind heart that just wanted to go the distance. That's another thing. Pisces have very kind hearts. We are... what's the Harry Potter thing? A Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff's very loyal, very kind-hearted. Yeah, Pisces are very Hufflepuff energy. Peter Pan never wanted to grow up. He wanted to live in the clouds and be adventurous. Not planning on growing up. Robin Hood is another one. He was always joking around, but he was trying to help people, steal from the rich, give to the poor as he's having fun doing it. We have Rafiki from Lion King, because even though he was so smart and zen and like, you know, very Buddha-like, he was very silly. Like we're silly, but we're also very smart in the thoughts and, you know, intelligent when it comes to the psyche. Pisces are all about psyche because we understand emotions. We understand the psyche. That's why I made this channel, because I can't talk about emotions and the psyche enough. So yeah, that's the list I came up with for the zodiacs. Let me know, because like I've been working on this list for a couple weeks and I feel like I still, like later I'm going to come back and go like, oh, I should have done this one instead. But let me know in the comments if you know, feel like that, you know, you have a better cartoon or a better character that would apply to one of these zodiacs. Please let me know in the comments below. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, if you like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Boy, 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 boy.
Please, just a minute. Dear, I'll never catch him while I'm this small.